welcome. My name is Brittany, and I'm so excited that you've decided to join me for this practice. Today's class is going to be a Hatha yoga practice focusing on building strength and opening up the whole entire body. Unlike our vinyasa practice where we flow breath to movement, our Hatha practice involves holding poses a lot longer and breathing even deeper into the body. We're not going to need any props for this class. Unless you have blocks or you'd like books to elevate the hands when we're in the lunges, feel free to grab those now. Otherwise, set your sacred space, lay out your mat, and let's begin. Let's first come to hands and knees. And I invite you to extend your right leg long with the right toes tucked and just start to shift front to back, finding some length in that right leg, stretching through the right hamstring, ankle, sole of that right foot. Remembering that this practice is a balance between effort and ease, finding that strength within, also in the body, in the heart, and the mind. And then releasing the right knee gently to the mat, extend the left leg, toes tucked, and same thing, rocking front to back. Be mindful that you're not dumping all of the weight in your wrists. Be kind to your wrists. Spread the fingers, energy going through each and every one of your fingertips. Feeling earth energy draw up through the center of your palms. And then releasing that left knee down. Slowly just start to open up the knees as wide as it feels best. Tops of the feet come to the mat, big toes to touch. And let's just start to walk ourselves forward and down, melting the heart. Releasing the forehead towards the earth. Coming into Balasana, child's pose. Extending through the fingertips. Feel a nice stretch from the armpits all the way up into the middle fingers. Sinking the hips heavy towards the heels. Allowing the belly to rise and fall in between the thighs. Child's pose is a beautiful shape to embody the essence of surrender. What are we surrendering here today? Surrendering fear, surrendering doubt, unworthiness, letting all that does not serve you, let it go. Each inhalation an invitation to create space. Each exhalation an opportunity to let go. 2 more deep breaths here, in through the nose. Exhale through the nose. 2 more like that. Maybe massaging the third eye center here, the point between the eyebrows, rocking the head side to side. Feeling the hips continuing to sink back to the back of your mat, tailbone tucking under. Maybe even tenting the fingertips here, stretching a little bit deeper into the arms, the shoulders. Releasing the palms down. On your next inhalation, start to walk the hands over to the right side, coming off your mat. Stretching through the whole left side of the body. Hips are still heavy, reaching through the fingertips, and you also have the option here to maybe take the left hand on top of the right and go a little bit deeper into the side body stretch on the left. Feeling that elongation from the left hip crease all the way up into the left fingertips. 1 more big breath in. Big breath out. Take your time walking the hands back to center. Pause for a moment and just notice the difference between right and left side body. Perhaps feeling a little bit longer on the left side. Maybe that left hand is even reaching farther up your mat than the right. Inhale here. Exhale, let it go. Take your time, walk the hands over to the left. Coming off your mat. Option, maybe taking the right hand on top of the left. Breathe deeply through the right side of your body as you grow along from the right hip crease all the way up into the right fingertips. Breathing space into the right ribs, stretching through the intercostal muscles of the right side body. Those little muscles right in between each and every one of your ribs here. We're creating space and length, allowing for more breath to flow. One more big breath in. Let it go. Take your time, return to center, extended child's pose, reach for the fingers. Feel long through the side body, big breath in. Let it out. And now slowly, let's just start to lift the head, gaze between the hands, and now walk the hands towards the body, pausing at the center of your mat, lifting up onto the knees, guiding the knees underneath the hips, shoulders over the wrists, spread the fingers like you're high-fiving the earth. Feel the navel drawing in as we press the earth away and send the shoulder blades into space. You're breathing space and deep breaths into the upper body, the upper back. Inhale here. Exhale, sink the hips back. Flowing through this a few times. Inhale, shift forward this time. Shoulders move past the wrists. Try to keep the heels of the hands down. Exhale, shifting the hips back. Just like that, inhale, going forward. Maybe on this round, we tuck the toes back behind us, and now we add the stretch in the arches of the feet as we exhale, shift the weight back into the heels. If that's too much, then untuck the toes. Find what feels good. We're here for 3. Inhale, shift forward. And we go back 2. Last round, inhale. Exhale back on 1. Pause here. Let the head be heavy. Maybe slide the hands forward a little bit more in a variation of child's pose, but perhaps with the toes tucked. Stretching through the soles of your feet, releasing any tension in the soles of your feet, the connective tissues, the fascia. Breathe here. Breathe out. Take your time, come back up to center. Hands come underneath the shoulders again. Untuck the toes if they were tucked. If you were there, pat it out. Even if you weren't, if you want to pat it out, get energy into the tops of the feet. Spread the fingers. Inhale, dropping the belly. Arching the back, looking up for cow. Light on the wrist. Exhale, tuck the tail. Rounding through the spine, chin to chest. Again, inhale, arching the back, leading with the tailbone. We arch and look up, belly's heavy. Exhale, rounding through the spine, chin to chest, cat. Once more, inhale for cow. Glide the heart through the gate of the shoulders. Exhale, rounding, breathing deeply into the upper back. Come back to center. Maybe rotate out one wrist, shake it out, and then the other. When the hand returns back to the mat, spread the fingers wide. Good, and we come back to table. From tabletop, inhale, extend the right leg back, flexing through the back foot. All 5 toes of that right foot point down. Draw the right hip down, draw the belly in, and press the earth away. Big breath in. Exhale, hold. Now keeping the hands down, or start to come up onto the left fingertips, and maybe possibly reach forward with the left hand and grow long from the right heel all the way out the left fingers. Back of the neck is long, gaze is slightly forward and down. Big breath in. Big breath out. One more inhale. Holding for the exhale. Take your time, return to all fours. Any movement you'd like. Maybe hips go side to side. Maybe rotate out the neck or the wrist. And we return back to center, tabletop. Press the earth away. Inhale, sending the left leg back. All 5 toes of the left foot. This time point down. Left hip points down. And we lift through the belly, pressing the earth away at the same time. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Option to stay here on both hands, pressing even weight into both palms, or tent the right fingers. Keep pressing out of the left shoulder and perhaps reach forward with the right hand. Big breath in. Big breath out. One more. Inhale, lengthen through the left heel, right fingers. Exhale, hold. Take your time, release the right hand. Left knee comes down. This time toes are untucked or tucked, your choice. Sit back onto the heels. Take a moment here, interlace the fingers, and just start to rotate out the wrists. Maybe close the eyes, notice your breath. Going the other way in that rotation. And then shake it out. Great job. Let's come back to hands and knees. Spread the fingers, really feeling the strength of the whole body. Now from here, we're going to walk our hands one palm print forward. Tuck our toes under. And on an inhalation, lift the knees to hover 2 to 3 inches off the mat. Press the earth away. Feel the lengthening of your spine. Gaze is still slightly forward and down. Breathing here, 3, 2, and on 1, slowly, gently guide the hips high to the sky and releasing the heels towards the mat. Let's bend the knees together as we inhale, belly to top of thighs. Exhale, surrendering the heels down. Settle into your first downward facing dog of our practice. Taking any micro movements that feel good, perhaps bending the knees one by one. Pressing the opposite heel down as the other knee gets heavy. Drawing the shoulders away from the ears, maybe shaking out the head. Navel still drawing into the spine, and feel as if you're knitting your ribs together, so try to avoid just dumping and collapsing in the shoulders and the belly. Strong arms, strong legs. Finding that balance between ha and tha, sun and moon, effort and ease. 3 more breaths in downward dog. Remember, knees can stay slightly bent. Find what feels good to you in your hamstrings. Feeling the length in your spine, each and every breath creating more space in between each vertebra. Another breath here. Inhale slowly, looking forward between the hands. Bend your knees and take as many steps as you need to come towards the top of your mat. Heel toe the feet about hips width apart, and let's fold. Feel heavy, ragdoll. Knees can stay bent. For the first one, I recommend bending the knees a lot so you can just drape the belly, the upper body over the thighs. Be heavy here, maybe grab opposite elbows. Maybe interlace the fingers, take them to the back of the skull, providing a little traction for the neck. Maybe sway right to left, side to side, or a little bounce. Keep the knees softly bent, or if you're ready for it and your body invites you to extend the legs, you can explore that. Remember, effort and ease. Last breath here, forward fold Uttanasana. Weight is even in both feet. And meeting at the center, releasing the hands back towards the earth. Press through the feet evenly, slide the fingertips up the shins, coming into a flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Tuck the tailbone, draw the belly in and draw the shoulders down and back so our spine, our neck is long. Inhale here. Exhale, hold. Again, inhale. Bend the knees, exhale, hinging from the hips, melt forward and down. Once more, press through the feet evenly, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Press through the feet, knees are bent, head is heavy. Inhale, sweep the palms up, out, and away. Urdhva Hastasana, upward salute. Exhale, Samasthiti, he, hands at heart center. Spreading through your toes, staying grounded in both feet evenly, as if we're pressing the earth away. So feel the energy drawing up from the soles of the feet, pulling the kneecaps up as the quadricep muscles engage. The tailbone slightly tucks and the belly draws up and in. Feel the shoulders melting down the back. Heart lifts slightly to meet the thumbs here in Anjali Mudra, and a slight tuck of the chin comes to the chest, so the back of the neck grows long. Feel the power in this stance, but also feel the ease. Opening up the palms alongside the body, energy spreading through the fingers, shoulder blades soften down and back. Inhale here. Exhale through the mouth, side out, let it go. So we'll take this first round slow so you can start to get the hang of it. It's a little different than your regular vinyasa sun salutations. Inhale again. Coming back into Ujjayi breathing through the nose. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach through the fingertips, palms in prayer up above the head. Slight back bend here as you tuck your tail. Exhale, bending through the knees, leading with your heart, forward fold. Inhale, stepping the right foot back. Softly release the right knee, coming up onto the fingertips to lift the heart, and surrender the hips down. Taking it back into plank pose. Releasing the knees as you exhale, chest and chin come to the mat. The belly stays lifted and the hips are lifting up. Sliding the heart forward. Inhale, tucking the tail, plant the tops of the feet, Bhujangasana Cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, press off the knees, hips go high, downward dog. Lifting up onto the toes, heels are high, hips lift. This should help you step that right foot forward a little bit easier. You can always use your hand to guide it there. Drop the left knee down, we're back in our lunge. Lifting the back knee, exhale, step forward, left foot meets the right, forward fold. Bending through the knees, press through the feet, inhale, rise to stand, upward salute, slight back bend. Hands to heart center, Samastiti. So that was one side. Now we do the left side, and we start with the left leg going back. Releasing the hands. Inhale here. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Rise up, lengthen through the side body. Slight back bend. Exhale, knees bend, forward fold with a flat back. Stepping the left foot back as you inhale, drop the left knee gently to the mat. Lift the heart, sink the hips. Step back, high plank. Exhale, brings the knees down. Chest and chin come down, belly lifted. Sliding forward, press off the back toes. Inhale, Bhujangasana, your version of Cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, lift the knees, down dog. Inhale, stepping that left foot forward. Remember, lift high onto the back toes. Softly release the right knee, come up onto the fingertips for lunge. Step it forward. Exhale, right foot meets the left, fold. Press through the feet, inhale, reach up, rise up and lengthen, upward salute. Hands to heart center, Samastiti. Take a moment here, release the hands, check in with yourself. So that's one round. We're gonna do it again. And just be kind to yourself, be easy on yourself, take your time. Find your flow and enjoy opening up right side body and left side body, finding balance. Here we go, round two, inhale. Hands to heart center, exhale. Inhale, reach up, lengthen up, rise. Exhale, float it down, hinging from the hips, forward fold. Stepping right foot back as you inhale, release the right knee. Take it back, high plank. As you exhale, drop the knees down, elbows go straight back, chest and chin to the mat. Sliding forward, inhale for Cobra, you can stay low or go high. Exhale, meeting in downward facing dog. Lifting high onto the toes, stepping the right foot forward, softly release the left knee for the lunge. Exhale, Step it forward, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand, reach up, rise up and lengthen. Slight back bend. Hands to heart center, Samasthiti. Releasing the hands as you inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Left side, inhale, reach up, rise up and lengthen. Exhale, take it down, forward fold. Stepping the left foot back as you inhale, lift the heart, allow the hips to be heavy. Plant the hands, step back, high plank. Exhale, knees down, chest and chin come down. Sliding forward, inhale, Bhujangasana, tuck your tailbone towards your heel. Take it back, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Lifting up onto the toes, step that left foot forward or scoot it. Release the right knee, lift the chest, lunge. Exhale, forward fold, step forward, right foot meets the left. Rise to stand, inhale, reach up, rise up and lengthen. Hands to heart center, Samasthiti. Releasing the hands, take a moment. One more round, just like that, starting with the right side. Coming forward again with the right side, stepping back with the left side, coming forward with the left. So it's almost like it's 4 parts. Forward and back, forward and back. Here we go. Soften the shoulders, inhale. Hands to heart center, exhale. Round 3. Inhale, reach up, rise up and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Keep the knees soft as you fold. Inhale, step the right foot back. Softly lower the right knee, lift the chest, lunge. Step it back, high plank. Exhale, knees down, chest and chin come down, belly lifted. Slide it forward. Inhale, Bhujangasana, tuck the tailbone. Exhale, lift through the hips, downward facing dog. Lifting high into the toes, step the right foot forward. Softly release the left knee, lunge. Exhale, forward fold. Rise to stand, press through the feet. Inhale, rise it up. Hands to heart center, exhale. Releasing the hands, left side, inhale. Hands to heart center, exhale, and here we go. Inhale, reach it up. Slight back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Lead with the hips. Lower down. Inhale, step the left foot back. Lift the heart, sink the hips for the lunge. Plant the hands, step back, high plank. Exhale, knees down, chest and chin, elbows hug the side body. Slide it forward, Bhujangasana. You can stay low or go a little higher. Take it back, downward facing dog, exhale. Lift high into the toes so we lift the hips, creating more space to step forward with the left foot. Right knee softens, lift the heart, sink the hips for lunge. Step it forward, exhale, forward fold. Rise to stand, inhale, reach up, rise up and lengthen. Hands to heart center, Samasthiti. Inhale here. Exhale, release the hands. Take a moment, notice how you feel. Great job. All right, from here, you guys, we're gonna step our right foot way back. We're gonna create heel to arch alignment. That left knee is bending, coming into Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. So take a moment to set this up. Front heel bisects the back arch. Press into the outer edge of that right foot and press deeply into that right heel. Left knee is bending, and if this is too wide, then find what feels good. You can heel toe it in a little bit. Bending into this left knee, getting this left thigh as parallel to the mat as you can, but without straining. And maybe even give yourself an adjustment here. Take your hands, so the hands come to the inner thighs, and we open it out. So the top of the left thigh is moving to the left, and the top of the right thigh is moving to the right. So it's all opening up. Feel the pelvis lifting, hips are opening here, and when you're ready, reaching through the fingertips. Spreading through the fingers. Soften the shoulders. Let's take the palms up. Notice how the shoulders soften here. Keep them there and then just draw the palms down. Spread through the fingers. Nice strong warrior here. Shoulders stacked over the hips. Gaze is forward. Back leg really active and engaged. Bending through the front knee. 2 more deep breaths. One more. Now that front leg stays as it is. Flip the left palm up. Remember, left knee stays bent. Inhale, sweep it up. Lengthen up, exalted warrior. This right hand can slide down the back leg. Option here to bend the right elbow and take the top or the back of the right hand to the lower back for a half bind, or maybe take the hand to the top of the left thigh. And remember, keep pulling the top of the left thigh to the left. External rotation here, opening it up even more. Breathing here. Stay strong in the legs. It's a side body stretch, not so much a back bend, so don't worry about how far back you go, but how much length we can create here, how much space. 2 more breaths. Take the gaze where it feels best in your neck. Doesn't have to be up. Maybe it's back, maybe it's down. 1 more. Great job. If you're in the bind release, come back to warrior 2. I know that front leg is burning. So let's straighten it out. Reach to the fingertips. You're going to take the toes slightly in, heels slightly out. 5-pointed star variation, reach up. And then as you exhale, take the hands to the hips. So we're pressing evenly to the outer arches, the inner arches of the feet. Inhale, lift the heart, lift the gaze slightly. And with a flat back, wide-legged forward fold, Prasarita Padottanasana. Hinging from the hips, and then from here, releasing the hands where it feels best. If you find that you're rounding in your back a lot, then walk the hands slightly forward. Are there hands underneath the shoulders? Or you can go even farther out for a little bit deeper stretch, almost like a wide-legged downward dog. Let the head be heavy, let the back of the neck be long. But remember, our focus here is to find length and space in the spine. Notice if the weight is all the way into the heels. See if you can shift the weight slightly forward to the balls of your feet. Pulling up through the inner and outer arch. Feel the inseams of the legs really engaged here. Some of you might take hands to ankles. Maybe peace fingers to big toes. Maybe hands right underneath the shoulders, so the elbows hugging in, or hands all the way back and reach under you. If your head is all the way on the ground and you feel like this is cranking your neck, it's probably because you're too close to the ground, so then you can heel toe the feet slightly in. If you feel really far away from the ground, then heel toe the feet slightly out. So it's all about finding, again, balance. Breathing here for 3. Soften through the neck and the shoulders. 2. Good, and then on 1, let's take the hands underneath the shoulders, fingertips or palms. Inhale, halfway lift to a flat back. Exhale, hold. Take the hands back to the hips. Notice how the weight shifts into the feet. Try to keep it even, inner arch, outer arch. Ball of the foot and heel. Inhale, hinging back up. And now this time we point the right toes to the back of the mat. Bend into the right knee, setting up, heel to arch alignment, Virabhadrasana 2 on the other side. So take a moment, you can relax the hands, heel to back arch. Remember, power up through this back leg, press through the left heel, outer edge of that left foot. You can always heel toe it in a little closer. Right knee is bending. Make sure that your right big toe, you can see it so that your knee's not collapsing in. So knee and toes point the same direction. Remember, feel everything opening. This time, top of the right thigh goes to the right. So you can even do that with your hand. And top of the left thigh goes left. So we're opening it up. Feel that energy open up here through the pelvic region. Navel's drawing up and in, tailbone's tucking. And when you're ready, reach to the fingertips. Spread through the fingers. Remember, soften the shoulders. Gaze is forward. Notice if there's any tension in your face. Try to relax your face, soften the jaw. Send the gaze to the middle finger. Effort and ease. Breath is flowing. 2 more breaths. Keep bending into that right knee. Back heel is strong, rooting you down. 1 more breath. Now stay strong through that front leg especially. Inhale, flip the right fingertips up, send it up and back. And now we find the side body stretch through the right side. Remember, not how far back we go, but how much space and length. So it feels as if you're reaching up instead of back in the right side body. Breathing into the right rib cage. Creating more space for the breath to flow. Option to bend that left elbow. Top of the left hand can come to the lower thigh. Maybe grab the top of the right thigh. But keep breathing here for 3. Take the gaze where it feels best. You can always look down or to the back. 2. And then on 1, slowly stay strong. Don't give up yet. Back to warrior 2. Inhale. Exhale, hold. Now here's that break you've been waiting for. Straighten the front leg. Inhale, reach up. Now this time, heels go in, toes slightly out. So it's opposite of what we just did. And if you like, let's just relax our hands. We're coming into goddess or horse. Heels in, toes slightly out. And in no way do you need to get the inner edges of your feet to be flush with your mat. I am definitely not that open, so find what feels good to you. And before we settle in, let's just take our hands. I personally like to take my fingertips forward, palms to the top of the thigh, and then start to bend. Bend into the knee, and then maybe from here, dropping one shoulder down, looking the opposite direction, or sorry, the same direction as the shoulder drops. So if you dip your right shoulder down, we're gonna look the same direction. If you dip your left shoulder down, look the same direction that shoulder's going. And maybe go in and out of that a few times, and as you do that, taking this nice juicy twist, notice that you're also going a little deeper in the hips. Breathe. Also adds a nice little stretch for the wrists, the neck. Keep pressing through the feet. Last breath. Finishing the other side, and then coming back. Pressing through the feet. Try to tuck your tail and lift through the pelvis. So try to avoid leaning forward, because that's what the body's going to want to do because it's tired. That's okay. Feel the work here, but find ease in the shape. Shoulders stacked over the hips. You can even keep your hands on your hips if this works for you, or here, or maybe take goddess arms or sun god arms and bend the elbows. Spread through the fingers. Maybe close the eyes here. Slight tuck of the chin into the chest. Feel the strength here. You're here for 3. If you want, maybe take Yana Mudra, index finger and thumb meet. Feels like you're peeling the skin from the top of the thumb. 2. Breath is flowing. And on 1, releasing the hands, reach up, rise up, extend the legs. Woo. Great job, you guys. Exhale. Come back to warrior 2 at the front of your mat. So press to the right heel, bend the left knee, warrior 2. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Now from here, let's heel toe this right foot in a little to go a little closer to the front foot. All right, we're gonna set up for Trikonasana, triangle pose. Inhale, straighten the front leg, and let's lift the left fingertips. So send the right hand down the back. So reverse triangle, stretch through the whole left side body. Really press into the big toe mound of the left foot. Feel the space you're creating here on the left side. Inhale, reach a little higher. And as you exhale, reach forward with the left fingertips. Reach, 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 reach. And as you reach forward, feel the hips going back. And once you cannot reach anymore, all we're doing without collapsing in the left side body is just taking the left fingertips down. Send the right hand high. So let's check in with this. It's not about how low we go. I'm sure we might all get here. But look at, I'm collapsing in the left side body, and we want to create space and length through both sides to come back up. And then maybe release the left fingertips to the shin. Do not press onto your knee. Protect your knee joint. If you have a block, you can take the block to the outside of the left foot to continue creating space. But if we don't have that, use your shin. Reach for the right fingertips and try to stack the shoulders, right shoulder over left. Opening up through the side body. Feel the navel drawing up and in. And we're creating length here, just as much as we're creating length here. Breathe. feel like Trikonasana, this pose really embodies Hatha, effort and ease, sun and moon energy. Feel the right hip drawing back and the left hip under. Spread through the right fingers. If it doesn't feel good to look up, then maybe look down. One more breath in. Hold for the exhale. Now as if someone's reaching up this right hand and bringing your right hand up to the sky, come back up. Release the arms. All right, now you're gonna point your left toes so that your outer edge of your left foot is flush with the front of your mat. And now we point the right toes to the back of the mat. And this should be about the stance that you had, the distance that you had between the feet on the other side. So come into warrior two. So start here first, so it's a little closer and more narrow, warrior two. Soften the shoulders, maybe palms up first, palms down. Now we start to inhale, straighten the front leg. Extend through the right fingertips, grow long through the right side body as the left fingertips slide down the back leg. Really press through the right big toe mound. Inhale, start to reach forward. As you reach forward with the right fingertips, the hips go back. Reach, reach, reach. Remember, create length and space through both sides. And all we're doing is taking the right fingertips to that right shin. Add a little micro bend to the right knee. You don't need to collapse the knee. You don't need to lock it. Shoulders are stacking and feel as if someone's reaching the left fingertips up. So we're creating space in our chest. Collarbones are smiling. Right side body's long, left side body's long, and breathe. Feel the right hip drawing under, left hip back. Try to soften the face. We tend to create tension in our jaw here. If you need to, look down. Feel this opening in the hips, in the body, the belly, the chest. One more inhale. Hold for the exhale. Good. Inhale. Rising back up. Warrior two. Good. Reaching up. Rise it up. Five-pointed star. Feet are parallel. Take a big breath here. Exhale, hands to heart center. Slowly open your eyes. And let's just bend the knees softly and jump the feet together. Top. Great job. Spreading through the toes. You can stand hip width apart, or you can be big toes to touch with a space in your heels, but pull the kneecaps up. Firm through the quads. Tuck the tail. Shoulder blades draw down and back. Samasthiti, hands to heart center. Inhale here. Exhale, hold. Again, inhale, fill up. Together, let's just sigh this one out. Cleansing breath. Slowly open your eyes. Great job. Release the hands. Come to the front of your mat. All right, so we're gonna take a mini flow to come down to our seat. Spread your toes, mountain pose at the top, palms open. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center, Samasthiti. Inhale, reach up, rise up and lengthen, slight back bend, feel the tailbone tuck under. Exhale, forward fold, knees are soft. With a flat back, you come down. Good. Take the hands or fingertips down to the outside of the feet, bend the knees softly. Let's step back to a downward facing dog. Take a moment here, check in. Feet are hips width apart, hands shoulder width apart. Feel as if the outer edges of the armpits are drawing away from the ears. Bicep in line with ears, press the mat away, lengthen the spine. Remember, a nice soft bend in the knees if you need it. You're here for 3. Draw the belly in, knit the ribs together. Hips are reaching high. 2. And 1. Softly release the knees down. Let's take the knees together, feet together, tops of the feet are on the mat. And bring the hands back by the feet for a variation of child's pose. Giving our shoulders, our wrists a little break. Releasing the forehead down and allowing the hips to come into internal rotation after all that external rotation and the hip opening from our triangle, warrior 2. Breathe here. Let the forehead be heavy, maybe rock side to side. If you want to stretch the shoulders a little bit here, you can interlace the fingers at the lower back. Send the knuckles up and over. Breathe. This doesn't feel good, just let the hands be heavy.
finding the balance between effort and ease. For those that have the hands up above, maybe rock side to side. Gently release the hands to the lower back. We all return back into our little seed shape. Shoulders melt down even more, hands heavy. Imagining that you're a little seed. What intentions are you planting for yourself today? It doesn't need to be anything crazy or too big. It could be something small, like I'm gonna get my laundry done. I'm gonna write in my journal. I'm finally gonna clean out that closet. Maybe I'm gonna sit and meditate for 5 minutes. Or call my mom since it's been a while. Maybe just set something that is, set an intention that's feasible to you. Start there. Being kind to yourself, patient with yourself, always remembering to breathe. One more breath. Let's all take the hands underneath the shoulders, press up, Vajrasana, sitting onto the heels. Take the hands in prayer and press the palms together. Keep the shoulders soft, but feel the elbows in one line. Stretching through the wrists. Point the fingertips down. Feel the stretch in the forearms, the fingers. And come back to center. Bring the tops of the hands together. Press. Feel the stretch on the top of the wrists. And then gently shake it out. All right, we're gonna swing the legs out in front of us, come to our seats, Dandasana staff pose. We're gonna remove the flesh from the sitting bones. Feel the strength in your legs, maybe give yourself a little flush. Your legs just did a lot of work. Strong legs, great job. Thank your legs, wiggle your toes. All right, flexing through your feet, toes move towards the face. And now if this is difficult for you to sit up tall like this, because we are looking for length in the spine, then you can take a moment here, pause the video, go get a blanket, a beach towel, or a little pillow, and just elevate the hips, like I mentioned in the beginning of the practice, so that we can sit up tall. Remember that imaginary string lengthening you up from the crown of your head and rooting you into the sitting bones, into the earth. Draw the shoulders down and back. Let's just take a moment here in Dandasana staff pose. Spread through the fingers even here. And we're not pressing into the mat. It's just a gentle support to help us lift through the spine. Soft bend in the knees if you need to. Notice if you're puffing the ribs forward, feel as if they're knitting together, belly in. Take 3 breaths here, sit up tall. Notice how you feel. Notice anything that's shifted in your energy level. Any tension you've let go of or softened. The space you've created in your hips, especially your chest, side body. One more big breath in. Big breath out. Slowly open the eyes. Relax the shoulders, relax the hands. We're going to keep the left leg extended, bend your right knee, and start to cross that right foot over that left leg and plant your right foot on the outside of the left knee. Now this left leg stays still engaged just like it was a moment ago in staff pose. Press through the right foot, and we're going to guide the right fingertips behind us towards the lower back. Staying up on the fingertips or the palm if that feels good to you, but this backhand, it's lifting us up, so it's helping us lengthen, almost like a kickstand for our spine. So avoid just leaning back or crunching the shoulder in. Feel the length, because we've been creating length and space this whole practice, and we don't want to lose it now. We're going to be twisting to the right, and we have options. You can take your left arm in front of that right shin, bending and taking the knee, the right knee, into the crook of the left elbow, and maybe this is the twist today. Some of you might bend the left elbow, cross it over the body, and this is a little bit deeper, hooking it on the outside of that right knee. You can take a mudra if you want, or palm open, and then twist. And some of you might actually bind. I'm not super open in my shoulders right now. So some of you, if you have the bind practice, reaching under, clasping fingers and going even deeper, but don't force it. Don't pop your shoulder out right now or ever. Be kind to your body. Remember, it's about balance. So finding the twist, remember left leg engaged, right fingertips are there for support of the spine. Today I'm gonna take the elbow bending, take the mid version here, going in this direction. So together, we inhale, lift and lengthen. And as you exhale, twist from the belly. So let's take it in stages. Again, inhale, lift and lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, twist from the ribs. So it's like a spiral staircase. Maybe close your eyes and imagine that. Inhale again, lift and lengthen. Exhale, twisting from the chest, opening up to the right. Maybe looking over the right shoulder. Breathe here for 3, 2, soften through the jaw, and 1. Let's come back out the way we came in. So first the head, shoulders, chest, ribs, belly. Keep that right leg where it is. Just walk both hands to the left for a counter twist. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, twist. And then coming back to center. Use the help of the hands, extend the right leg. Take a moment here, and just before you move this left leg, look at your feet. Does your right leg look a little longer than your left? Maybe the right foot, like mine, see how it's forward a little bit more? Just noticing that length and space you just created. So let's do it on the other side. Sit up tall. Maybe remove the flesh from the sitting bones, finding the stability here. And then bend the left knee, crossing the left foot over the right knee, plant the left foot. Remember, right leg stays engaged, right foot flexed. Let's bring the left fingertips behind the lower back, palm or fingertips to help support the spine like a kickstand. Finding the twist that works for you, either outside of the shin, bending the elbow, or taking the bind. Once you find that positioning with that right arm, inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, twist from the belly. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale from the ribs. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, chest, shoulders open, maybe gazing over the left shoulder, but don't force it. Breathe here into the whole spine, wringing out any tension that might be lingering in the body or in the mind. Let it go. 2 more breaths. Relax the face, soften the jaw. And then slowly unwinding, bring the head back first. Shoulders, chest, ribs, belly. Taking the counter twist, both hands go over to the right, staying up on fingertips or on the palms. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, twist. Great job coming back to center. Slowly releasing the left leg, maybe shake it out. Maybe making fists, pat it out. Give yourself a flush. Beautiful. Now from here, I'll face you. We're gonna draw the soles of the feet together, coming into Baddha Konasana. And if you were sitting on something, of course you can do that as well here. Same thing applies if you need to lift the hips a little higher above the knees to help you soften. That's totally fine. Pillow, blanket, beach towel, whatever you need. And even here, I like to remove the flesh from the sitting bones. Draw the soles of the feet together and imagine that you're opening your feet like a book, but sit up tall, so try to avoid just rounding here. Let's walk the heels slightly in. So we're feeling a stretch to the inner thighs, the adductor muscles and the inseams of the legs, also the outer hips. You're probably feeling something. But again, if it's too much on the outer hips, then elevate the hips a little higher. All right, from here, before we just fold, let's use our thumbs and massage our feet. So really, your thumbs are really strong, so dig into the soles of your feet and gaze at your feet. Giving yourself a massage, working all the way to the balls of your feet, each and every one of your toes. And as you look at your feet, one of my favorite things to do here, it never gets old. Every time I come here, I just give thanks to my feet. Send them love, and I think about all the beautiful places that I have walked with these feet. So I invite you to think about that. Maybe close your eyes now and just give yourself that massage and think about all the walked. Maybe when you close your eyes, one particular place just comes straight into your mind, and for me, brings tears to my eyes because it just makes me so happy is I think about India. I recently returned from India, my third journey, back in June of last year. And just thinking about walking around the Himalaya and going through different villages and seeing different mountains and animals and all these beautiful smiling faces. I think about the food. I think about the culture, the music, and it just really brings a smile to my heart to know that these feet were there. So what is that place for you? Thanking your feet every day, giving thanks to your whole body, from the crown of your head all the way down. Because how beautiful it is to even have a body. All the wonderful things it can do. Take 3 breaths here. Relaxing the face, flowing with your breath. And now we slowly start to slow down the movement with the hands and the feet. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the spine. And the hands can stay there, the thumbs can stay in the soles of the feet to open up the feet like a book, wherever you want to take them. And let's just start to fold. As much as you can, try to continue creating that flat back. Maybe your elbows press to the inner thighs to draw the knees down, but don't force it. Some of you might take the hands underneath the shins, maybe palms up or down. Maybe take hands in prayer on the outside of your feet, whatever feels good, but again, don't force it. If you're not this open right now, you don't have to be. Take a moment here with length and space as you inhale. And now as you exhale, I invite you to just start to fold. And bow. Bow to your feet, salute yourself for all the places you've gone, all the things you've done, and all that we've yet to do. Let the back of the neck be long, chin sinks into the chest, head is heavy. 3 more breaths. One more. If you're bowing, lifting the head, taking the hands back on the outside of the feet for support of the spine, lift up. Take the hands to the outside of the knees, close the knees like a book, walk the heels in, give yourself a big squeeze, bring the belly to the top of the thighs, forehead draws down towards the knees, big hug, thank yourself, thank your whole body. And we lift up. All right, making our way to our back. Take your time. I invite you to come towards the front of your mat. Just make sure you look behind you and you have enough space to come all the way down to your mat. Your feet are hip width apart. Reach to the fingers, draw the shoulder blades down and back. Inhale, opening up through the chest. And as you exhale, losing that core strength, slowly and gently roll it down. When you come to the earth, tuck the shoulders underneath one another, walk the heels in towards the glutes so you can touch your heels. Setting up for bridge pose. Remember, your feet are still pointing forward. Feet are hip width apart. Pressing through the soles of the feet evenly. Inhale, lift the hips up. Scoot the shoulder blades down the back even more. So the shoulder blades go towards the heels. And tuck your tail under. So send your tailbone underneath you like you're scooping it under and sending it to the front of your mat. Palms can stay pressing down. You can grab the outside of your mat if you want, or maybe interlace the fingers. You're guiding the shoulder blades down even more. And if you're here with me with the fingers interlaced, press the pinkies down. Press the triceps down. Feel the shoulders drawing down as the heart lifts and opens. Collarbones are smiling. Neck is long. Breathe here. So there should be a space between your chin and your chest. Press through the feet, soften through the glutes. Feel as if your heels are moving towards your shoulders. Here for 3, 2, See if you can lift a little higher, open up even more through the lower back, through the chest. And then on one, slowly untuck the shoulders one by one, releasing the fingers out from under you, one vertebra at a time we come to the earth. Walking the feet mat width apart, let the knees rest on one another for support. I invite you to take one hand to belly, one hand to heart, and feel the lower back release here. Constructive rest, softening the lower back to the earth. Check in with yourself. Notice the breath, starting to find that ease, cooling down, finding the balance. Ha, sun, thaw, moon. Slowly start to draw the knees apart. Let's pick the feet up and give ourselves another hug. Uppanasana, knee to chest pose. Maybe rocking side to side, perhaps rotating out the ankles, wiggling the toes. Your feet did a lot for you, your ankles. Show them some love. Maybe drawing circles on the spine, lead with the knees. You can even take your hands to the kneecaps, draw little circles here, leading with the knees. Allowing the head to be heavy, shoulders to relax down. Switching directions of that rotation if you took it. And releasing the feet to the earth. Make sure your feet are hip width apart. We're going to open up our arms, either cactus arms, big capital T, like wings opening up. You can even take your arms up and overhead and grab opposite elbows if you want to open the shoulders a little bit more. And let's start to find our twist. Today I'm going to take cactus arms, pressing the elbows down, backs of the hands pressed to the earth. From here with the knees bent, inhale, lift the hips, scoot your hips over to the right and softly place them to the earth. And gently drop both knees to the left. Making sure your upper back is grounded, shoulders are grounded here, and if you need to, you can take a pillow or a blanket, something to support that left knee, or something to take in between the thighs. If you don't have any of that, you're fine here, just letting yourself settle into this space. Taking the gaze where your neck feels the most at ease, whether that's gazing to the right as the chin meets the right shoulder. Maybe it's to the left, or maybe the head just stays neutral. I invite you to close your eyes here, notice your breath. Notice the rising and falling of your belly, your chest as you breathe. Just like your breath, just allowing thoughts to flow in and out, but not letting them get stuck. Welcoming them, whatever they may be. Gently and peacefully, with love, letting them go. Just staying present in your twist. Feeling your heart opening. Imagine your heart is just smiling here. Maybe you add a gentle smile to your face, thanking yourself for carving out this time in your day to move your body, to breathe deeply. The practice of self-love. Last breath here. And then really take your time. Bring the head back to center if you were looking to one side. Bring the knees back up to center. And we'll just take it on the other side. So lift the hips. This time we scoop the hips to the left. Softly release them to the mat and gently drop the knees to the right, moving any props with you. Or just continue settling into this space with the knees dropping to the right. The whole upper body is grounded. Heart is still shining upward. Collarbones smiling. What's been expanded in your body? What's been expanded in your heart and in your mind? What have we created space for today? All the opening we did in our hips, our chest. What have we let go of? Relaxing the jaw, softening the face. 3 more breaths here. Honoring the moon energy as we cool down, start to soften. We make our way to Shavasana very soon. And then gently bring the head back to center. If you are looking to one side, bring the knees back up to center. Scoot the hips back to the center of your mat. Let's lift the knees again. Draw them towards the chest. Maybe rock side to side. Coming to center, lift the forehead to meet the knees. Big hug here. Squeeze it in, even crunch your face. Then release it down. Head comes down, shoulders down. Let's flex the feet to the ceiling, bending your knees as if you're squatting and standing on your ceiling, but we're on our back. Coming into happy baby pose, Ananda Balasana. Taking the hands wherever it feels best, whether that be hands to the outer edges of the feet, maybe peace fingers to big toes, but remind yourself that it's not about how high we grab. So if you're here and trying really hard to lift up, to grab there, then let's just focus on softening the shoulders, let the head relax, and then maybe today that just means finding ease by taking the hands to the back of the thighs or to the ankles, whatever that means to you, but let your tailbone be heavy. The spine is long here, so soften, finding the balance. Maybe rocking side to side as you lightly press the knees down. Last little bit of hip opening here, maybe extending one leg straight. And then the other. Two more breaths and happy baby. Flexing the feet, toes move down towards the face. And slowing down the rocking. Take any last movements you need if you're still cribbing something. And whenever you're ready, let's release the feet towards the earth. One leg at a time, extending and finding your final resting position, whether that be Shavasana, legs extended, arms to the side. Maybe you draw the soles of the feet together, butterfly here on your back. Feel free to grab any props, blanket, pillow, just really setting it up, finding ease here. Maybe go to your bed and just start to close your eyes and settle in. Maybe legs up the wall. What would feel good to you right now? There's no rush. Whenever you're ready to just settle into this final rest, take a big breath in through the nose, feel the belly rise, the rib cage expand and the heart lift. Open mouth side out. Let's do that again. Big breath in. Relaxing your whole entire face, softening the outer edges of your eyes, the point between the eyebrows, your cheeks, your jaw. Everything starts to soften. Feel the heaviness of your hands, your shoulders, your head, the heaviness of your hips, your heels, your calves. Letting Shavasana be the opportunity for all sensation to settle in as we return to our natural wave of breath. We honor rest. free to stay in your rest for as long as you'd like. Whenever you're ready to come back, the eyes still gently closed, we start to wake up the fingers, toes. Maybe gently rock the head right and then left, waking up your neck. Perhaps drawing the arms up and overhead. The legs will gently start to move towards one another, and we take a really big, expansive, deep breath in, grow long. Waking up and then exhale. Softly bending the knees, releasing the feet to the earth, as if you're kissing the earth with your feet. Rolling to one side of your choice. Gently start to press yourself up using the help of your hands. See if you can make this final transition here with your eyes closed. Coming into your final seat, whether that's kneeling or cross-legged. Gently moving through your neck in your own way. The shoulders, wrists, whatever needs to move. Just sit up tall. Maybe remove the flesh from the sitting bones once more. Feel the lengthening of your spine, the space we've created in the whole body, the heart, and the mind. Together, inhale, reaching the fingertips all the way up and overhead. Grow long through the side of the body. Hands come into prayer above the crown. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, hands float to the third eye center. Breathe here. May we honor effort and ease in our mind. Hands float in front of the lips. May we honor effort and ease in our speech. Hands come to the heart center, Anjali Mudra. May we honor effort and ease in our heart. Feel the shoulder blades drawing down the back. Sit up a little bit taller. Empty out all the air from your lungs. Deep breath, inhale, fill belly, ribs and chest. Exhale, side out, let it go. At the bottom of your exhalation, I invite you to gently bow, bringing the forehead towards the fingertips. From my heart to yours, the Ha, sun energy, Tha, moon energy within me, honors the sun and moon energy in you. May we together find that balance through each and every breath, on and off our mat. Namaste.